Surrealism wasn't born out of a studio or a few conversations. It was actually pieced together like the war-rattled minds who had seen too much. This movement started in France, primarily coming out of psychiatric evaluations. In 1924, there was not just one, but two manifestos written with the exact same title, the Surrealist Manifesto. Now, Breton's manifesto was heavily influenced by the works of Sigmund Freud, who often confused art and mental health. So in 1924 in Paris, several ex-Dadaists started thinking about how we've broken down these institutions. Now we need to get subconscious out and to explore what it really means. André Breton was also one of these people who was extremely restless as he had been working with very mentally damaged soldiers from World War I who were suffering from an ailment that we have names for today. But back then they were just coming to terms with some sort of diagnosis. Breton had worked on a psychiatric ward in World War I, using his talk therapy to try to get to the root cause of what was ailing these soldiers. He came away with the understanding that there was something bigger, that the subconscious mind was really the core truth of what we are, which kind of echoed that Dadaistic view of we used to trust humans and how they played within society, but now I know what the true meaning of the human existence is because I have talked to the people that have gone through the worst of it, and this has been my experience. When he published his manifesto, the biggest takeaway from that was something called pure psychic automatism. It was almost as he felt like he was plucking pure thoughts out of the subconscious mind of these broken soldiers. They were thoughts that he believed didn't have any influence for society's needs, therefore they were pure, with no interference of taste or morals or any kind of societal expectations of these men. He felt like it was the root of the human consciousness. He also likened this surreal state to be a living or waking dream, and this was expressed by his notes on hypnagogia. His manifesto still carried through the Dada feelings of nonconformity, and he felt this was the purest way that we could experience that. He wasn't defined by society's rules, and he adopted the absurdness of Dadaism in his approach to understanding who we were at a core. The philosophy of surrealism was really the movement itself. Surrealists were trying to prove that everything in your conscious mind was being filtered by yourself as a human institution, and that in order to live a pure and unaltered life, you needed to dig deep into your subconscious mind to understand yourself and finally gain freedom from within, because it was the most honest version of the reality we were living. Dreams weren't then the escape that we think of them today. Dreams were really just returning to the reality that you wanted to make the world into. That theory needed Bannerman for literary, science, and art. And in my next video, I'm going to talk about the people that were the most influential of the Surrealist movement. So next up, the people that built it.